Byron Dennis White. I've asked my parents that question many, many times and didn't get a satisfactory answer. I know my dad knows Byron Nelson, who is a professional golfer, but he's never admitted that that was where I got my name. Except to say it's B-Y at the end of the alphabet and B-A, my brother's name, at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Marara Ngatihaua Paora Wichihira White. And my parents decided to name me that because my grandmother, my dad's mother's name is Marara, and he wanted me to have her name because he thought I was really special. And Marara means to scatter, and I think it comes from the scattering of Israel. My strongest strength is knowing that God lives.
Absolutely.
Your turn.
I don't know.
We just went back in and all kinds of fun, just talking about Grandpa. And one of the things they talked about a lot was that he made fences, and he was a fencer. He built fences. And so, Michael talked about building fences with him, and Nick did, and of course I did, and then I gave and they did it by passing a toko around, and then they gave me the toko, and I talked about fencing with Dad, and then Robert had it, and he said, I wasn't over here to go fencing with him, with Grandpa, but guess what? He said, guess what? Grandpa came to my house, and I did help him build the fence around our house. And of course everyone laughed, but we all thought that was very interesting that Robert remembered. He was very young when that happened.
Our house in Bend.
21044.
Yeah.
At 21044.
He built the fence.
Yeah.
And you were mad at me for buying the wood. Well, not really mad at me, but...
Yes, I'm mad at you. We didn't have the money for such things.
Yeah.
One thing we did tell each other in the beginning, realizing that, of course, Mom's raised in the islands and I'm raised kind of a city kid. It's all small city, but a city kid. And we said that the only thing we can really depend on is having the church be our tradition. Whatever the church traditions are, that'll be ours because we're so different. Well, Mom was in delivery, okay? And the doctor was examining her. And he had, his wife was always teaming up with her. They were both doctors. So just before she goes under, I think I've told you, just before she goes under, one of the doctors says, oh, I've got a head over here. And the other doctor said, I've got a head over here. And she goes under.
Wait, she didn't know she was having twins.
She had no idea she'd go
Oh, this was a long time ago.
There's no such thing
Duh.
as
Yeah, they don't have an ultrasound then.
No.
Yeah. You think you could figure that out, but no, they didn't.
Yeah, how old would she know? Till the babies come then. And then she went under.
Before that, I'm sure she said, yes, you can tie my tubes now, but regardless. Something else too, didn't we?
We went to see Peter, Paul, and Mary.
She got to sit about 4 rows from the front.
Cool.
Yeah, and you were
I was way up on the
at
balcony.
top.
But we were together.
Yeah. He and his companion were, it was really nice, a good show.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that because I think I was falling in love with her then.
All right, next one.
Oh, what's the question again? We milked cows. I milked by hand, and in the mornings I would Well, at about 9, I was milking a cow by the time I was 9 years old. And I would gather the cows in the morning, and that was an early morning, many times like 5 in the morning. And I don't remember anybody else helping me in the morning, but I think they did. One of the things that I did was I would stand in their poop. If my feet were cold, I'd stand in their poop as you know, as
it
they
was
pooped
warm.
in the morning to keep my feet warm. And
Like
You
a
like-
career you didn't
you-
know.
But when you just make it out of high school by the skin of your teeth, which isn't any you're big, you know, what do? You do the best you can.
I started teaching her the Maori, and then I had other friends, you know, that were Hawaiian, and
Did you rope the other kids into it as well? Robbie and Nick and
I tried,
Tried to.
but they were Americans. They were Americans. They weren't going to have anything to do with that. But now they say, "Why didn't you teach us?" I said, "I can still teach you now." I mean, but
that's excellent.
They were
Yeah.
into sports, but the truth is, she would yell
yes,
when she was teaching. She would
I
yell,
was a hard teacher.
and they didn't want.
I didn't know
anything
how to
do with
teach
that.
the American way. You just
Yeah.
shut up and do it. Shut up and do it. Don't ask questions, just do it.
So yeah, I guess there is some tragedies there, but not directly involved with me, my family.
Yes, Richard.
I'm the only
getting
tragedy in
divorced.
my family.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
see.
said, "Is it going to be Arthur Scotland?" He said, "No way. They're just going to get the saw and saw
We have a
you."
chainsaw right here. We're ready.
He said, "No way." He said, "They're going to get the saw and just cut you open." I said, "What?" He said, "Yes, right there." You know.
And then open the rib cage.
Yeah, and that's what he said. And of course, I didn't believe it.
Hard time with that one. The dog was walking faster than she was.
Yeah, she
He was carrying his own backpack.
She was so. You know,
Yeah, well,
she'd drag her feet
She was
and
little.
we'd go switch back
She
and.
was,
He'd be nice to her. She was little.
and someone else was whining just as much as she was, but I won't say who.
I was. I was so angry. I said, "My feet hurt, and I don't want to go."
And you were like, "Okay, go back." Dad was like,
Yeah,
"Okay,
fine,
you
go
and Carrie
back.
go back."
But back is just as far as it is forward.